studying for a degree in Bachelor in International Business on during 2023-2024 year of academic. I'm here to share my experience, my trip to Malaysia from Lagos to study as a student. Making the decision to leave Lagos, Nigeria and travel to Malaysia for me as a student was a life-changing experience. It was not just a gaining formal education. It was also about my immerse myself for a new culture, adapting to different ways of life, and growing as a person. Over the course of my time in Malaysia, I've had many unforgettable experiences that have shaped my journey as both a student and as an individual. Traveling from Lagos to Malaysia for the first time was both exciting and a nervous one for me. With the journey span over 15 hours and individual at least one layover, I had plenty of time to reflect on what lay ahead. Arriving in Kuala Lumpur International Airport was greeted by the tropical warmth of Malaysia, which felt somewhat familiar given Nigerian climate. Both beyond the weather, I knew I was stepping into a new world. Settling in as an international student, adjusting to the life in Malaysia as a student took some time. But the university environment was welcoming. I enrolled at College University Islam Palace, and I quick noticed to the diversity on campus. The blend of students with different countries like Malaysia, China, Indonesia, Nigeria, and beyond. I made it a truly global experience for me. The multiple cultural setting allowed me to connect with people from all walks of life, while also shaping the aspect of Nigerian culture with other life and challenges. Studying in Malaysia was an eye-opening experience, both academic and personally. The educational system in Malaysia offered a different approach compared to what I'm used to in Nigeria. Emphasis on group work, presentation, research-based learning pushed me out of my own comfort zone. I had to adapt to the fast pace of academic environment, but the support nature of the lecturer and my fellow students made it easier to navigate. There was a moment when I felt homesick, especially during the exam, or when there was academic pressure. However, staying connected with friends and family back home in Nigeria through technology made it distance felt simpler, but I found comfort in friendship that I made with fellow African students whom I could share my experience and my challenges with. Challenging as an international student. Studying abroad always comes with its own set of challenges. For me, navigating different cultures and academic expectation was entirely tough. The language barrier was one of the first experiences I encountered I had to overcome. While English is a wide spoken in Malaysia, I often encountered the moments where communication required patience and understanding. Over time, I picked up the basic phrase in Bahasa Malay, that's the nation language, which helped me feel more connected to the local community. Sometimes I felt bad I could communicate with very well. For instance, in class, I want to ask a question. I have to be so patient in order to express myself to my lecturer, for him or her to understand what I'm trying to ask. Another challenge was balancing academic with financial demand of studying abroad. Managing a student budget, especially in a foreign country, was a learning curve. However, Malaysia's relatively affordable cost of living compared to other study destinations made it manageable. I had to save up my allowance in order to pay my visa fee renewal. This got me because I could not spend like other students. I had to manage myself. Impact of studying in Malaysia. Studying in Malaysia has had a profound impact on my life. Beyond the academic knowledge I gained, I learned how to navigate in a new environment, interact with people from diverse cultures, and build lasting relationships. Malaysia's welcoming nature, its balance the tradition and the modesty, and its focus on education made it an ideal place for my study. The skills I developed during my time in Malaysia, critical thinking, cross-cultural communication, and adaptability, are invaluable as I prepared to return in Nigeria. I felt confident in facing challenges for future, whenever they may be in professional career or in my personal life. My experience. My journey from Lagos to Malaysia as a student has been one of growth, learning, and discovery. It's a journey that has broadened my horizon and given me a new perspective of the world. As I look back on my time in Malaysia, I am grateful for the experience and the people who made my stay memorable. Studying abroad has truly shaped the person I am today, and I carry those lessons with me wherever I move forward in the future. I hope you could learn from my experience, my challenges, and success over it. I hereby end my presentation. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.